If you run a company or manage a team, hiring qualified people quickly can make or break your business. Imagine a position of need going unfilled for weeks or even months because you just can't seem to find the right candidate. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed sponsored jobs help you stand out and hire fast. With sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. This makes a huge difference. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, there's no monthly subscriptions, no long-term contracts. You only pay for results on your job post. Just in the last minute that I've been talking to you, 23 hires were made on Indeed, according to Indeed data worldwide. Now that is fast. There's no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. Listeners will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/BWN. Go to Indeed.com/BWN right now to support this podcast. Indeed.com/BWN. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm a big Anthony Edwards fan. You know, I like his attitude. I like him getting fined $50,000. You know,
it's very good.
Did you know he has been fined $380,000 this season by the NBA? Like cumulatively,
that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
that is so much money. That could buy me, well, not quite a house.
I feel like a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people, but like it's definitely a trope I've seen where people are like, "Oh, if I was making like big pro athlete money, like I'd get fined all the time because like I'd have so much money." You
could tell me nothing.
Know? Exactly, like... and like almost every pro athlete does not act like this. Mm-hmm. And like Anthony Edwards is the one guy where he's like, what's the point of being rich if I can't tell someone in the crowd that my dick's bigger than them? Like that's what he got fined $50,000 for, because it was, you know, it went viral on social media. The video, like there's a fan in the stands heckling him. Well, the fan was heckling Rudy Gobert. And Anthony Edwards comes over and first he just yells like he's got $300 million, which that's true. Rudy Gobert does have all that money. And then he says, I'm gonna look up the exact quote because I want to get it right. He says, "My dick bigger than yours," and he like grabs his crotch, like he does like a gesture, you know, and so he got fined $50,000 for that. I say worth it because it's you know, he's got a big contract. You know, what's the point of having all that money if you can't tell someone in the stands how big your dick is?
Okay, but a couple years ago, LeBron did the big balls dance, and that was only $15K.
Okay, but he wasn't doing that to a fan in the stands. Like he was just doing it.
Does that make it different?
Yes.
Okay. It feels like the testicle to penis ratio.
Okay, but also LeBron didn't say anything. Like Anthony Edwards is yelling this at a fan in the stands.
LeBron did the big ball celebration.
I'm not going to Google the testicle to penis ratio.
Nope.
But
LeBron did the celebration that Sam Cassell did, the big ball celebration. Like if you ever saw Major League 2. Tanaka, he's the one that did the big. You have marbles, big marbles. Basically, he wasn't saying that a fan had small marbles.
It's 7.5 thousand.
But if you're heckling a guy who is out there playing professional basketball and you're just a goober in the stands and you're heckling someone, you do have small marbles. Yeah. I think we can all agree that you do have small marbles in that instance.
I think he was fined for the gesticulation.
Okay. It is $7,500 per ball.
Yeah.
Thank you for dividing by 2.
Listen,
welcome everybody.
We're all humanities majors here.
We could divide by 3, 5,000 per ball. I don't know how he rolls.
Hold on. I got to do something real quick. All right. Just a moment. Y'all keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I want to know what he's.
Yeah, now all I care about now is
I'm really curious.
He's converting the fine to Vietnamese dong.
To dong.
I was going. Is it $50,000 fine?
Yeah,
$50,000 fine.
because
Or
his
my
dick is
dick bigger than yours.
For my dick bigger than yours. And then $15,000 for the marbles.
You know, again, that is 1,299,080,200 Vietnamese dongs for saying my dick bigger than yours.
My dong bigger than yours.
My dong bigger than yours. My dong long and strong is down to get the friction on. But
What is the woman
and the
equivalent
cold
of
open.
this?
Come on, I've tried twice.
What is the woman equivalent of this?
There isn't one because we're normal.
No, don't even try to think of one.
We don't.
Just let it go.
We will just say my dick bigger than yours.
I know.
I can imagine some women going with my dick bigger than yours.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I've told people to suck my dick.
As have I.
Yeah, I mean, that's happened.
I will also just tell people to kiss the fattest part of my ass. That's usually the one I default to.
It was the Top Chef a long time ago. Instead of rock out with your cock out, the ladies went with jam out with your clam out.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is the equivalent there.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, to the Sickos Committee Podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of April 22nd, 2025. We are post 420, so everyone sober the fuck up.
No.
Refusing to.
No, everyone who gave up stuff for Lent is just on a bender now.
That's true.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, Arthur's editing the podcast again.
Yay!
I could edit the podcast again.
No.
Are you going to not edit the podcast until they choose a new pope?
I don't know. I mean,
you'll know because there will be white smoke emanating from your phone speakers.
Yeah, the podcast is going to self-destruct like in Mission Impossible when you get the message.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what this period in the Vatican is called?
Is it not just an interregnum?
No, there's a very specific term for it. Is sedevacantism? Well, sedevacantism.
And it means that the chair is vacant. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
There is a belief. Sedevacantism is actually a belief that no pope since Pius the 12th has been a proper occupier of the Holy See.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But this period is called sedevacante, which is basically the empty chair.
Yes.
And the Cardinal Secretary of State gets to be fake pope for a bit?
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to the Camerlengo, who is a Notre Dame MBA holder, who is actually Irish and speaks English and Spanish and Gaelic and Italian.
Well, just Irish.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can also get special stamps right now. Like there's a whole set of stamps that are special.
Vatican, if you mail yourself stuff from the okay.
Because it will just have the symbol of the Camerlengo on the stamps and not the Pope's face. They also
flights to the Vatican.
It's a very special thing for all you numismatists. Is that what you call a stamp collector?
No,
I believe so. Yes.
Coin people.
Or coin people. Well, I guess for the numismatists too. At some points, they have printed sedevacante coins, euros.
So do you think people like tailgate the smoke?
Yes.
I mean, you've seen it. It's a party. Yeah. It's a party. Right? Well, after there's the whole mourning period, so everyone's got to feel bad for a bit.
Yeah.
But then after that, it's a big party.
Starts going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stamp collectors are philatelists.
Philatelists, thank you.
I just love that I am part of a group of what I assume are millions of people who are going to be very confident about what is going on in the Vatican because I have seen Conclave.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're gonna be one of those I know ball guys.
Exactly.
In people's mentions. Yes.
I'm not actually gonna know ball because that's a fictional
nobody
movie,
ever does.
But
right.
There's gonna be a lot of people feeling that they can speak on this when any other like previous papal vacancy or then they have to get a new pope. I feel like people will be like, oh, it's mysterious. Oh, like we don't know anything. Now I'm just saying, like, I've seen the movie.
Mm-hmm. So people are tailgating outside. Mm-hmm. They are, watching the smoke. Arthur knows what's going on inside because he saw Conclave. It'd be crazy if you met like your future spouse at the tailgate of the next pope. You could say that we found love in a popeless place.
Yeah, that was really good.
Sorry.
Thank you. That setup was
I was trying.
No, you got there. I appreciate.
I got interrupted by
that
Conclave.
Plane. Like Sully, just right in the river, just landed that plane.
Beautiful. I am thinking about Conclave, and I'm specifically thinking about Vape Cardinal.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
He looms large right now.
Blessings upon every real life Vape Cardinal. And upon the hopefully truly tremendous vape cloud that they will make upon electing a new pope.
Is that how the smoke comes out? It's like a vape cloud?
They just
for 2025, it's a vape cloud.
Okay, so it's a vape cloud. Okay, just vape pope, yes.
Used to be a hookah.
Okay, now it's vape.
Not enough people smoke hookah anymore. It's the worst thing for you, but man, I do love smoking hookah. That's one of my, what do you call those things? Your
vices?
Vices, thank you. One of my biggest vices is that, given the chance, I will absolutely smoke a hookah if offered.
There was a phase of hookah.
Oh yeah, there was.
It was definitely trendy for a bit.
It was trendy for we call it a hookah bar, man. You want to go to what flavor? What flavor tobacco you want, man? I don't know.
Someone tried to open a hookah bar in Squirrel Hill. That's how big of a trend it was.
Well, and there was the one in Oakland that was in a building that very clearly used to be a church.
Yeah, but that's just very Pittsburgh, and Oakland is the perfect spot for that when you consider all the college students. But Squirrel Hill, this is not going to make sense to anyone that's not familiar with Pittsburgh, but Squirrel Hill is very much not the vibe of. Squirrel Hill barely has bars, let alone a hookah bar.
But they're practicing for the Pope ceremony, changing the Pope.
Well, let's do introductions, and then we'll get talking more Pope stuff.
11 minutes into the podcast.
Hey, that is shorter than usual,
all Popes
okay?
all the time.
I didn't have to remind you.
Cat.
As always, I am Jordan. With me tonight, I have Commish, Pitt Girl, special guest Big Sky Brigit, and Arthur, producer on the ones and twos. Commish, how are you, sir?
I'm tired. I just, I've been back in the office this week. I went back on Monday, which, nobody had school on Monday. So traffic was nice. And then I was like, okay, now everybody's got to go back to the office. And my commute, instead of being 25 minutes, is now an hour. Ew. So I have numerous school zones. Not fun. It's just whatever. And I went in, I did my 4 hours in a couple of minutes or whatever, and left and went home in no traffic, which is great because I'm sleep. I just got to spend the majority of the day there, and that's all I'm doing. So I'm exhausted. Also, we're getting flooring done. So 2 rooms, I was having to clear out every piece of furniture in 2 rooms, and then we're getting carpet in 3 rooms on Friday. So it's been a lot of moving furniture to places that we don't have room for. So the house, it feels like we're in hoarders right now. But there's we're getting new flooring, and we'll get a new roof because we had hail damage a couple of weeks ago. So a lot of fun. I'm tired.
Hey girl, how are you?
It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
The happiest Tuesday. Brigit, how are you?
Also, I was off yesterday, and so today is like the Monday asses Tuesday.
Yep. This is the most Monday ass Tuesday I've had in a while. Brigit, how are you?
I'm good. I'm here. I'm happy. It's nearly summer because we have our summer beers. Summer honey from Big
kind of
Sky.
shandy. Okay.
No, it's not a shandy. It's just a seasonal honey flavored beer.
Got the Pitt Girl has the dogfish head, slightly mighty, the light IPA.
Mm-hmm. We got the summer beers. We got the summer playlist going. We're ready.
Oh yeah.
I was
90
listening to
degrees here
Session
today,
Pop like all day today because it's warm.
Yes.
This time.
Yeah.
Folks, there's going to be a new pope. Hey. It's
have
a
you
new
heard about
papa.
this, folks?
Folks, have you heard about this pope thing?
If you are learning about the death and replacement of the Pope from this podcast and have not heard about it from anywhere else, if we are breaking this news to you on Thursday, April 24th, please send us an email or post in the comments or whatever else, because I would love to know.
Add us.
About
I need to know
your news sources if you are finding out about the dead Pope and the potential new Pope from us specifically.
If you are very confused by the first 11 minutes of this podcast and are only just now coming around to the news that there will be a new Pope, write in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Pope is dead. Long live the Pope.
I was at Sheetz today, and the American flag and also the Pennsylvania state flag on the flagpole outside were at. Mm-hmm. I don't even think they were at half mast. They were even lower. It looked kind of weird. But
is that for the Pope or is that for something else? Because I noticed that today too.
I was trying to think of what happened, and I'm like, I guess it's for the Pope. Either that, or there's just too many horrors for me to keep track of.
At this point, that could be correct. I did tweet on Monday. You wake up to the news and. I just remember the Pope being a big Saints fan because, every time that he tweeted about the Saints, he put hashtag Saints and Twitter popped up the Saints logo every time. And then somebody in the replies was like, I just learned this from you. It's just rest in peace, Pope. Who dat Pope? Rest in peace.
Important update. It is the flags in Pennsylvania are at half staff by order of Governor Shapiro in honor of His Holiness Pope Francis, and will remain so until sunset on the day of internment, whenever that is. Interment.
Oh, nice.
Well, you have to wait 15 days basically before you can even start the next thing.
I can get flag notifications. Pennsylvanians can receive flag notifications through Alert PA or Code Red by creating an account on the Alert PA site and selecting flag notifications. I'll be back. I'm going to look at all the kinds of notification I can get.
There's a lot of different things when the world is in a popeless place.
This wasn't in conclave, by the way.
Hey, no. Did the other Pope that was alive die as well?
Benedict?
He's been dead.
Yeah, he died.
Okay. Yeah, he died a while ago.
I was like, we have a perfectly good Pope we've stashed somewhere.
Oh, no.
We do not have a perfectly good Pope in Benedict.
Okay,
fuck that guy.
No. There's a reason that he didn't stay Pope.
Yeah, and there's a reason that Pope Francis is everything that guy did and the guy kind of before him, let's undo it all.
See, I just put the picture in the chat.
With
look at how far down the flagpole that flag is. Doesn't that look weird?
That's not half mast. That is 3/4 mast or a quarter mast.
That's it was my job to put the flags up this morning, and I was supposed to put them at half mast, and I don't know what that is, so I just kind of gave up.
So it is worth noting that half mast is technically the top of the flag is halfway up the pole. This is a little bit short still, though.
Commish.
Yeah.
Before we start talking about any one of the Papabile, I believe that's what you call the people who are potential popes.
The potential popes, yes.
We have no idea about any of their politics.
None. We don't know.
We are just making jokes about their names.
We have never claimed to know anything about anything, and that is particularly true right now.
Yeah, we have no idea about these popes, their politics, what they believe in regarding.
Well, I think we have an idea about what they believe in.
I was about to say regarding like, particular Pope issues, if they're similar to Francis, or they're more aligned with Benedict, or maybe Pope John Paul II, whatever. We don't know their, I guess, histories, or I guess their Pope positions, or I don't know what that's called, but
it's a real potpourri.
It is.
Boo.
I like that.
Although also
No.
they should call the conclave that.
That was good. It was a good potpourri. I like
It was
that.
good, but it was very bad, so we have to boo.
No.
Can I
Like the
interest
Popeless
you?
place, like that
Yes.
setup was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Potpourri
First
just
off,
left
we
field.
can bet on this. I know we're not gamblers.
We're not gamblers.
Absolutely.
No.
But you can bet on this, just like you can bet on anything.
Like what?
Bet online, next Pope.
Next,
Mhm.
who's the next Pope? Let me give you. I don't understand how someone could handicap odds for like the next Pope. Like, is it because they watch Conclave and they're like, "Hey, man, I watch Conclave, so I can."
No,
give you
there are
really
ball
good
knowers. I've seen graphics going around about like, okay,
Pope-
here's all the names
Pope-
that are being floated for the Pope, and here's what they believe. Like, do they lean one way or the other? Here's where they
I'm
stand
just-
on XYZ.
I'm just
Yeah.
imagining they're
It's
getting
like the
all of
Scottish
this.
You can know
teens
ball
handing
with
the
everything.
U.S. election. It's fine.
Yeah.
People do this.
I love, like in my head, how they're getting this inside information is that they're in the confessional.
That's real
It's just
inside
like,
ball.
Hey, man, hey. These are my Popefessions. No,
No, my God.
Professions number 2.
Popefessions.
Our the best odds
They
is
did say they
Filipino.
had one on the way, and it's a new Pope.
It's a
There
new
is
Pope.
already a Wikipedia page for the 2025 Papal Conclave, by the way.
Oh, dude.
Let's go.
I love the Wikipedia editors that like automatically update stuff right after things happen.
Mhm.
Like there's a certain event and then they're just like, bam, it's updated. I'm like, are they just sitting here watching the games like
Do you know
us?
how fast the day
yeah.
Elizabeth II died, how fast it was switched over from is to was on her Wikipedia article?
Mhm.
Like
Is
immediate.
that automatic? I mean, does like somebody's like, hey, we got the death switch on your Wikipedia page.
Somebody goes in and does it. And the other thing that was interesting about her, and I assume this has also happened to Pope Francis's Wikipedia page, although probably to a lesser degree because he was already old when he became famous, is that like before she died, it was a picture of her as like little old lady Queen Elizabeth. And then she died, and they updated it to a picture of her like relatively shortly after she became queen, because like that one's like the old school. That's what she looked like on the money. So we're gonna use that one.
Let's see what Pope Frankie has.
I mean, there's a whole thing with like what pictures get uploaded as like profile pictures on Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, they have to be completely free use.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like there are some people out there with bad pictures.
I love these, like the odds or whatever. We don't bet. We don't recommend betting on this. It's just that I have a list of, papal candidates replacements, and I just threw it in here.
Papabile.
The Papabile sounds like a pasta.
Well, you want to hear best name of this whole list? Can I say it?
You
Yeah.
may.
Please.
It's Pier Battista Pizzaballa.
Ah!
Someone
Wanna be
said
a
it sounds
Pizza
like
baller
it sounds
Shakala.
like what J.K. Rowling would name an Italian wizard.
on the
Yes.
Yeah.
Pizzaballa is such an offensively Italian last name.
It is.
Even
Well, it's
people
just
who-
what I call it when I show up with 10 pizzas to the function.
Pizza balla is what they call Totino's pizza rolls in Italy.
Is that not the Italian national basketball team, the Pizza Ballers?
Pizzaballa would get you fined $15,000 in the NBA.
Hey, where's that minor league baseball team that's pretending to be the Meatballs? I have an idea for
The
them.
spicy meatballs.
Yeah.
Got the Pizzaballas.
The Pizza Ballers.
Pier Battista is also an aggressively Italian first name. The whole thing is like offensively stereotypically Italian.
Well, yeah, and it's
Yes.
one name, like squished together.
Yeah.
You can't say Pier Battista Pizzaballa without like getting the fingers out.
Doing the thing, yeah.
This is probably not a good thing. I don't think it's a good sign for Pier Battista Pizzaballa, because then you're gonna have to decide.
It's His Holiness Pizzaballa.
His Holiness.
Well, no, he
Pizzaballa.
can't be that. He has to choose a.
He's got to choose Detroit
inferior
style,
name,
New York
yeah.
style,
No, but
Chicago style,
as a cardinal,
deep dish,
as a
tavern
cardinal, you would
style.
also be. What's
What
your
is-
what's the style for cardinal?
What is preventing him from choosing the regnal name Pizzaballa? Why can't he be Pope Pizzaballa?
Pope Pizzaballa the First. Yeah.
I was hoping he'd have more
you're
names. But
infallible.
no, his name is just Pier Battista Pizzaballa. I don't know what else I wanted from that.
The only problem, and actually I am sure that there is a pope name that does not appear in the Bible, because that's the one problem that presents itself to me on this, is that unfortunately Pizzaballa does not appear in the Bible because pizza had not been invented yet.
Yeah, neither did Pope Mercurius, though.
See?
No.
That is also a word that does not appear in the Bible.
I'm gonna give credit because when he said take this bread and eat of it, it was just a slice of pizza.
Right,
Take
just
the
how he
slice
kept-
of za.
He was feeding
flatbread, it just had no
the
sauce.
masses.
But
that way.
but tomatoes hadn't made it to Eurasia yet.
I
There
don't-
were no
True,
tomatoes yet.
We didn't have tomato Europe yet.
It was a
The white
pesto
pizza.
sauce.
What type of pizza would Jesus have handed out?
White pizza.
Definitionally, yes.
No, I mean it depends on if it's before or after the resurrection. If it's after the resurrection, it's white pizza.
Okay.
If it's like a nice like Alfredo pizza almost. Like you could go with an
okay.
Alfredo pizza. Before that, I mean, it's endless. You could do Thai pie. You could do a meat lovers. You do a margarita. I feel like a margarita would be right up to Neapolitan.
I'm just imagining Jesus bringing the tomatoes back down from heaven.
It's okay.
Briefly.
Yes.
The
Well, you have
harrowing
3
of
days to
hell,
get
and
him.
he's come from heaven. And
By the way, it is. I was wrong. It's not His Holiness Pizzaballa. He is his Eminence Pizzaballa.
Oh my God.
It would be His Holiness Pizzaballa when he becomes Pope and names himself Pope Pizzaballa.
yes.
Shot caller. No, I'm sorry. He is the shot caller of the church.
What are you going to be?
Again, infallible.
I'm going to be Greg. Pope Greg Pizzaballa.
Pope Greg?
Pope Greg
No.
Pizzaballa. No?
Pope name is another thing I've never thought about because I definitionally am ineligible to be Pope, as is Brigit.
Yay.
I am too.
Yeah, I'm a technical Catholic, but I'm not eligible to be a Pope.
I am neither Catholic nor male, so I'm doubly ineligible to be Pope.
Yeah, my mom went Protestant, and nope.
I have no idea. Just I don't know what the requirements are on Pope names.
There was never a Pope Mercurius, by the way. Mercurius changed his name to John II. He was the first person to not use his personal name because it was associated with the Roman god Mercury. This was in 533.
Oh, there's a Wikipedia page for this. Fantastic.
What, list of all Pope names? Of course there is.
Yeah.
I love that we actually have like a potential Georgia quarterback.
Yeah.
On the list.
John Paul?
No, on the odds list for Pope.
Oh, on the odds list.
Yeah, it's Wilton Daniel Gregory.
That's good.
That is a Georgia
Wilton
QB
Gregory,
name
Daniel,
right there.
Daniel Gregory Wilton. Yeah, it works.
It works all the way. All
Yep.
3 names. You could just shuffle them up, and that is a Georgia QB.
That's one who gets in the Hall of Fame like immediately.
Definitely.
So, per Wikipedia, the last pope to use his baptismal name was Marcellus II in 1555, a choice that was even then quite exceptional.
Ooh.
Names are freely chosen by popes, not based on any system. Names of immediate or distant predecessors, mentors, saints, or even family members, as was the case with John the 23rd, have been adopted. That does mean that you, as pope, can name yourself literally anything you want.
Sorry.
Well, Francis was a brand new name.
Yes, but Francis is also a saint, so But
there was a pope. No, go ahead.
You could name yourself like Pope Potato if you wanted to.
Yeah. There was a Pope
Tater the First.
Yeah.
Pope Potatoes, but it's like that horse.
Pope Potato, Pope Potato.
I mean,
potatoes.
Could you name yourself Pope's Buddy Buddy? I mean, is that what we're doing here?
You could name yourself anything. I want to be Pope Simplicius because I don't want people to ask a lot of me. I want them to think that I'm simple.
Mm-hmm.
And then anything I do, they're like, yay.
There's also a whole like count board of like number of pope names by number of popes.
There's been a Pope Zachary. You could be Pope Zach Morris.
The problem with that list is that there's discussion about how many Johns there's actually been. Because I think John the 20th was an anti-pope.
Oh, let's go.
We need more. This is
Pope John numbering. There's a Wikipedia page entitled Pope John numbering and a little table. And it says, there is no controversy regarding the numbering of Popes John 1 through 14. And then there's a whole table. And it's like, Pope John 14b or John 14 bis did not exist. It's worse from there.
Is this how we bring back the Avignon popes?
Yes.
This is the time to do that. This is when all those crazy Catholic offshoots.
Oh my God! What if we get the schism and we get the Avignon popes?
But it would be like the Kansas City
Vance for Avignon Pope.
So you've got again, we said we know nothing of the Pope, so I'm not going to mention which Pope, which cardinal by name. But if you know ball about the papal candidates, you know which one I'm talking about. He could just go be an Avignon Pope and take all the tradcasts with him.
I feel like Avignon Popes should be like a European football league team.
Oh, this was a joke on Trash Future. They made merchandise of it, of the Avignon Popes.
Avignon Pope.
So
shout out to Trash Future.
Pope John,
they play nobody.
So Pope John the 22nd was the 20th John.
Jesus.
And there was a Pope John the 23rd. There's two Pope John the 23rds. One of them was an anti-pope in the 15th century.
Yes.
And the other one, 13th century. And the other one was an actual pope. Yeah, anyways.
Why did my mom leave this religion? This rules.
There's something to be said about being able to trace something back 2,000 years in a world where
just getting really into the weeds and finding the really funny stuff. Like, this is hilarious. Like, Lutheranism is very good too, but I mean, Catholicism has there's some funny stuff back there.
I just want to take a moment to appreciate the fact that anti-pope in Latin is in fact antipapa.
You have the papa, you have the anti-papa, and if they touch, boom! They annihilate.
It's like in Time Cop.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
That's what Catholicism is. It's Time Cop. Speaking of weird shit that happens, we all know about the cadaver synod, right?
No.
There was Pope Formosus. This was in the 800s, and they he'd been dead for 7 months, and they put him on trial.
They put him on trial, yeah. No, I know.
They brought out the corpse and held a trial for the corpse.
Yeah, they literally put him up on trial. It was great.
Okay, I'm just thinking, would you watch a movie called Pope Cop?
Yes.
I mean, I've seen Space Cop, I've seen Samurai Cop, I've seen American Cop, I've seen Karate Cop, I've seen Ninja Cop. So yeah, I watch Pope Cop. Does he have a sassy sidekick, one of the cardinals?
Sure.
Yeah. Is the Pope a cop in this movie, or is it like, I'm imagining like Swiss Guard cop?
Pope Internal Affairs.
So he's the Pope, but he has to take down bad guys on the side.
Okay.
Is it all just small scale crime though? It's like pickpocketers in St. Peter's Square.
For like the main plot, it has to be more sophisticated. Like, there has to be like some level of organization that he can take down. But it could be like some petty crime. I mean, maybe it's like the movie Roadhouse, where it's just like someone who's not like, what's the crime in Roadhouse? He's just like kind of extorting all the other businesses there.
Yeah, that basically
something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I'm feeling Roadhouse.
What
but
if
with
this
the
is
Pope.
like?
I'm
seeing this from the Da Vinci Code. What if this is just like the opposite POV of the Da Vinci Code? where the Pope has to take down Tom Hanks.
Oh, I like this.
Because they're
we've never seen
like,
Tom
find
Hanks chase
the Holy
before.
Grail.
We've
Right.
seen Tom Hanks chase people.
Mm-hmm.
He's never been.
Well, I mean, no, I mean, he ran. He wasn't really chased as Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if he becomes a loose cannon and has to turn in his badge? How does he do that as the Pope?
He has to turn in his ring of the fisherman. Turn in your ring and your gun. The Pope's strapping too. This now reminds me of the HBO, the King of the Hill series, Senor Martinez. It's Peggy's favorite Spanish language show about a priest that also packs heat and solves crime. Commish, are we going to get a Pope O?
So currently we have an interim Pope, and his name is Kevin.
Cardinal Kevin, yes.
Yes. Just interim Pope Kevin. So someone's like,
he went to Notre Dame.
He did. So Pope Kevin, interim Pope. We could have people are joking about interim popes, and so I was like, interim Pope O does have a great ring to it.
Also, imagine him like making papal pronouncements. Like,
right, I was gonna say, like, both for the accent and then
Popo, take this gumbo and eat of it.
Orbi et Orbi.
I'll break this.
I say that we need to give our money to Pope.
Habemos novum papa.
So instead of saying everybody says amen, it's like, go Tigers.
Go Tigers. And also with you.
And also with you. And also with
the Tigers with you.
And also with you.
Did we? Are we good on Pope talk? Have we?
I don't know. I feel like
we're gonna keep riffing about the Pope for the whole show.
That's fine.
This could just be Pope talk.
There's gonna be more Pope references and more Pope puns, I'm sure.
Well, you say Pope talk, and my brain goes #Pope talk. Like, do you think that Pope TikTok definitely exists?
Pope talk.
100%.
Pope
yeah.
talk.
Yeah, both in people who like know ball and people who think they know ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to pivot from me claiming expertise based on having seen Conclave to me claiming expertise from the movie Draft Day.
Yes.
Well, we have our first college football trade.
Kind of. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nico Iamaleava. Got it.
There we go.
Got it in 3. He left Tennessee and went to UCLA.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now UCLA's quarterback Joey Aguilar is headed to Tennessee.
Oh,
now,
there you go.
It wasn't direct. He had gone to App State in the winter portal. But basically, we had a full swap here.
I mean, also maybe it's just like those like weird, like sometimes you get the complicated trades that have other teams involved. It's fine.
It's a 3-team trade involving the Wizards for some odd reason. The Wizards had to offload a bad contract. Sorry, App State, you got that one.
Now, here's the question. Did UCLA get the better deal here? I think so.
Also, UCLA got Nico's brother, who left Arkansas to go to UCLA.
So they have to deal with the whole family. Okay.
So they got 2 for 1. Iamaleava. Imaliava. Sorry. Iamaleava. Because I was like, it says it in his name. It says Iamaleava.
Is UCLA just the coach for crazy sports families, like the way that the Balls were there?
I hope so. I mean, at least that would be a personality.
It's kind of like
I'm begging UCLA to have a personality.
Well, I mean,
that's what I want.
Well, let's see. They had an incident with Jim Mora and a kettlebell, and somebody that's in jail now, P. Diddy.
That's not a personality.
Yeah, but I mean, he was a personality at the time.
I want UCLA football. I don't know what it is about UCLA that I have this weird romanticism for.
Yeah.
Like, just be good. Be fun. Do something. Don't just be kind of like 6-win shitty UCLA. Be 9-win, mildly interesting UCLA. Be dangerous UCLA.
I would like to take this moment to remind you that UCLA is in the Big Ten, and therefore I would like to ask you, where are the 9 wins coming from exactly?
Maybe they get a reasonable draw one year. I don't know.
They got Rutgers and Maryland and Purdue.
Okay, that's good. Maybe some Northwestern in there. Throw a little Northwestern. Yeah.
And then a couple of non-conference wins up to 7.
Yeah. Okay.
I could see a 9-win UCLA team.
I mean, maybe Minnesota's down a little bit. Maybe it Wisconsin.
You catch USC weird because you always catch USC kind of weird.
Yeah, you never know when you beat USC. Maybe you can get Nebraska. You did last year.
I would like to take this moment to note that none of us have mentioned Indiana.
I was thinking about it, and I'm like,
UW. I was waiting for who was going to say something about UW.
I was just trying to wait to figure out which Big Ten school to make fun of, as like, oh, they're going to lose to UCLA. I was going to say Ohio State, and then I remembered that like I'm temporarily an Ohio State fan as a bit, so I don't want to do that one.
So I think the correct answer there then is Penn State.
I think UCLA could probably steal one from Michigan State, maybe. You know,
I just have this.
I mean, Michigan State might give that one to them for free. Honestly,
yeah.
Steal is a real strong word.
Yeah. They were improved last year under Jonathan Smith, but still got a ways to go. So I mean, you got Maryland, Rutgers, let's say Michigan State, Purdue, right?
Northwestern.
SC.
Maybe in Illinois, down Illinois.
Burt Ball is real hard to beat right now.
Burt Ball's hard to beat, but I mean, maybe you can catch a Burt 6-6 version.
Admittedly, UW also kind of shaky.
I mean, lie. You know, who knows if the fish tank is out of water up there in Seattle.
Okay, so next year they get a lot of the down teams, but they will also host Penn State.
Hmm?
They have to go to Ohio Stadium for Ohio State, and they get to host Washington at the Rose Bowl. But otherwise, oh no, they have Indiana too. Yeah, this isn't going to be it. Hey, UCLA, why'd you think to start your season off with Utah? Do you want to just get hit in the face week 1? Because that's what's going to happen here.
Do you like a pillowcase full of nails?
Like, would you like a sack of doorknobs for your first game?
Well, and then, of course, for game 2, they're on the road at UNLV. Sure.
Oh. Dan Mullen's UNLV with Anthony Calandria.
I'm so excited to see that. Every time I remember that exists, I'm so excited.
I can't forget it. I'm just so happy about it.
I hope Dan just lets him run like crazy.
I'm
just
sure
scramble all over the place.
Speaking
of the Rose Bowl.
Yeah. Oh,
something has happened to tradition unlike any other.
Oh my God. The Masters? What?
They are starting an hour earlier.
Oh my God.
They're starting at 1 p.m. local.
This wouldn't have happened if we had a Pope.
No, he would have stopped this.
He would have stopped it.
Now, the better part of this is how about a noon Orange Bowl?
Ew.
Ugh.
That's going to be like...
That one actually feels way weirder. Got a nooner at the Orange Bowl, a 4 p.m.er for the Rose, and then an 8 p.m.er for the Sugar Bowl.
A nooner at the Orange Bowl. Okay, sure. We'll just have some mimosas.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I mean, I'm there for that.
I think noon Orange Bowl is fine, actually.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. It's the earlier Rose Bowl that I'm.
If it was the noon Sugar Bowl, I was like, get that out of my face. Like, get that. No.
Once again, there's a chance that you can win. I don't know which games feed into which this year,
whatever.
But there's a chance that you can win the Rose Bowl and then your victory lap is at the Fiesta Bowl. That might be the biggest downgrade.
Or the Peach. Yeah.
Rose to Fiesta might be the biggest downgrade.
I have to go back in the history of the Peach Bowl before they played it in the Georgia Dome because they had some of the most sickos bowl games ever in the Peach Bowl because of the weather conditions when it was outdoors at Atlanta, Fulton County. Oh my God. So much rain, so much mud, so many fumbles. I got to just look into that a little
Can
bit further.
confirm, attended the Peach Bowl indoors at Mercedes-Benz, but in truly miserable weather in 2021, which is not uncommon. I will say, so like the Peach Bowl is not like historically really more legit in any meaningful way than the Fiesta Bowl, but it feels much more legit.
Well, the second most legit bowl game is the Sun Bowl, but we've refused to have that conversation as a nation.
Justice for the Sun Bowl.
The Sun Bowl was there before the Orange Bowl, before the Sugar Bowl, before the Cotton Bowl, way before the Peach Bowl, way before the Fiesta Bowl.
What's it? We're riding for the Sun Bowl.
Well, I'm always going to ride for the Sun Bowl, but it is a game that deserves way more respect than it currently gets.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about this new time, because what's the whole point of putting the Rose Bowl on whenever it's on? What's the thing?
It's the sunset.
It's the sunset between the third and fourth quarters.
Yep.
Now, are we going to lose that?
Clearly, the Rose Bowl has made the sun move.
So, I if they're kicking it off at 4 p.m. Eastern, which is 1 p.m. Pacific, the sunset that day is 4:54 Pacific. So basically, this would have to be a 4-hour game. We may get a lot of commercials here just to make the sunset happen.
Well, so I'm going to quote the Tournament of Roses CEO, David Eads, from The Athletic here. We've known over the past 4 or 5 years that our game has run late. We've had overtimes, which has thrown off the Sugar Bowl and their timing. And the discussions came up about the possibility of altering times to make it fair for all the bowl games on New Year's Day. It wasn't a surprise to us. We thought it's the right role for us to play as we continue to evolve in this playoff situation. The Rose Bowl has finally recognized that there are other bowl games. That's wild. This is the bowl game that for the longest time just was like, nope, we're going to do our thing and everyone else can eat shit.
Right. It's the bowl game that went skill issue. Get good.
And now we've decided that, okay, we can bump it back an hour. This is a slippery slope, Rose Bowl. I would never thought I'd have to be arguing for the Rose Bowl's sanctity, but you've made a 20, 30, 40-year deal about not moving your shit. Now is the time you move it an hour?
I love this because our friend Stephen Godfrey just posted the meme from Breaking Bad of Walter White saying, "I won." And so his never-ending quest against the Rose Bowl sunset, he's like, it's
Look
over
at
now.
yourselves, Rose Bowl. You're aligned with Godfrey.
I won.
Is that who you want to be aligned with? Is that the side of history you want to be in? I have nothing against Godfrey, but
where are we at with our Ireland game? Next year it's Farmageddon, correct?
Correct.
Farm Ogan.
And then
at this
2
point, I
years
feel
from
like
now,
you could say this year for that one.
This year, yes.
it is.
2 years from now, it's going to be Pitt and Wisconsin.
Correct.
Yes.
But we didn't have a 2026 game.
No, now we do.
Now we
Ooh.
do. It is North Carolina versus TCU.
Oh God, why are we exporting that?
Well, maybe
We're
it's Jordan.
Is that a
Potentially
conference game? Is it a conference game?
No, we are potentially exporting Bill Belichick. Why?
I want to give my people something to drink about.
I know for sure his buyout will have dropped by then.
Yes.
Because it will have dropped by the time he coaches a game this season. But
Yep.
I think it would have to go really poorly for him to not be in Ireland at that game.
Do you think he goes and then bails?
He just stays there. He goes native. This feels
He's
like
not
such a
talkative
weird...
enough to go native.
I'm William O. Belichick.
I mean, I'm just excited for all the content Jordan is going to give us from a Bill Belichick Ireland trip.
Oh my God.
We gotta find out if it's actually Jordan or not.
No,
no,
that's her name.
hold on. So TCU plays North Carolina this year, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did you see the TCU tweet?
No. What is it?
No.
Okay, I'm posting it.
Oh yeah, God, that one.
Oh, they had a little lobster dinner.
They had a lobster lunch. Yeah. So
It's not a straw lobster.
It's not a strobster. It's not a strobster.
I'm disappointed.
I know. It's actual lobster. So, for lunch. Yeah. It was a little bit of a veiled shot at the strobster, which that was pretty nice. I like I like when we post things like this and then like they catch on because they're ridiculous. So, I'm glad that TCU found this amusing too. So,
Commish, what's going on at FAMU?
they have a Heisman winner as their new basketball coach.
Now, that doesn't seem like it would be congruous.
That doesn't make sense. They have a Heisman winner. A Heisman winner is for football, right? And he's now their new basketball coach. That makes no sense. Who could this be?
Who is it?
Charlie Ward, the former Florida State quarterback, who went on to play for the Knicks in the NBA, who I grew to dislike a lot as a Miami Heat fan in the 90s, just being in those lovely Heat Knicks series in the late 90s where Jeff Van Gundy was climbing on Alonzo Mourning's leg at the very bottom of it. If you haven't seen that clip, that is glorious. Maybe I can find the gif of that for everybody listening to this in the Discord right now. But yeah, he's basically going across the street in Tallahassee to be the men's basketball coach of the Florida A&M Rattlers in Tallahassee. So
he's been a high school coach for the last 7 years at Florida High School.
Yes,
which is the Florida State University school.
Like actual experience. So this is kind of cool. This will be a welcome addition to the SWAC, which, you know, the SWAC is traditionally a one bid league, but some high quality basketball played there. The SWAC normally gets like the bad draw of like the play-in game, but typically their teams are very well, but they take a lot of bye games and they get beat up a lot early on in the season, so their records are never really that great when they reach tournament time.
They don't play Sasquatch State.
They don't. No.
So I got this from Bill Connolly today, and this is talking about what might be included with auto bids in the college football playoff. This is a quote. One possibility, which could be viewed as a compromise, is having conferences earn automatic bids through their play each season. A model in which each Power 4 league can earn guaranteed spots through a combination of the team's overall records and maybe even TV ratings, according to a source, could be presented. Nope.
You had me in the first half.
Listen, I'm already having to boycott all ACC games that don't have Pitt in them. I can't go then boycotting all the other conferences.
You're only watching MAC football next year.
I mean, if they do this, I'm only watching games with Pitt in them, and maybe, I don't know, is the Pac-12 still only like 2 teams
for next year? It is.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. We'll go with. I feel like they're not going to give them an auto bid in that state. So,
but what if we juiced their ratings enough?
I don't know. Well, then I don't know. You're right.
We'll return to watching Pac-12 Network on every smart TV. And fridge. Smart TV. Smart fridge. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Commish, you caught a little bit of flack by saying that we were big enough.
No, I asked, are we big enough?
Well, we caught some flack for that. Are we?
From who?
Someone who we have muted.
Oh. I don't even know who that is.
The idea that we would say that we're big enough to juice ratings. Now, I argue we're not big enough to juice ratings for big games, but I've seen the ratings numbers on some of those ESPNU games, okay?
Yeah.
We can move needles on those.
We just become like the BTS streamers, have multiple devices streaming it all at the same time, and then we juice the numbers.
That's right.
The only time I will hand it to Army.
Speaking of which, podcast business, you could do that and juice our numbers.
Please juice our numbers.
Yeah, download this podcast to multiple things. Why not? And also pay us $5 a month to get access to our Discord and get to talk with us and get our real live awful opinions. Yell at us about our shitty opinions.
But like nicely, please.
Nicely, yes. Everyone's very nice. We also have our merch store, sickoscommittee.org, where we have all sorts of merch there. We have our beehive, where we have all sorts of articles going up about various things, including curling, including the Big Sky basketball tournament, including what's Blue writing for us?
Norfolk State spring game.
So we have all sorts of things going up there. We have our YouTube, which now has like 2 actual videos about journeyman coaches on it that Commish and Brigit did. They're great. Watch those. We have our Instagram. We have our Twitch. Shout out to Message Board Geniuses podcast. They go to places that we refuse to go. And as always, for the softiest and comfiest officially licensed collegiate apparel, go to Homefield Apparel. Use offer code yes, ha ha ha, yes, 3 ha's for 15% off your first order. Just give us money. Do that. Y'all, Lee Corso's retiring. He's going to go out the first game of next season.
For sure.
Which feels like a weird thing to announce right now. But I guess that gives everyone time to prepare for this.
Yeah. Well, and then it's not, actually the last game day was my last show and we didn't tell anybody. You know?
Right.
Gotta give him a farewell party.
Well, it's going to be a hell of a party. They have several options. They could send him to Florida State. They could send him to Ohio State. That was his first love. Do you know someone who he has a perfect record picking as headgear?
No.
USC.
Ah.
When he picks USC for headgear, he's perfect.
Amazing.
My favorite Lee Corso moment, of course, is either the fuck it Houston Cougar pick or the day they had the duck on as the guest picker and Lee and the duck found their shared bromance. It was beautiful. Not so fast, duck, indeed.
With him retiring, it kind of feels like the end of an era, especially because I feel like ESPN would never in a million years hire someone like Lee Corso today. Lee Corso is doing this because he got started like so long ago that this gig that he has had for all that time wasn't like an established thing. Like it wasn't like there were a lot of people doing it and it wasn't lucrative, right? I mean, like he retired from his day job, but like he had a day job while he was at ESPN for a while. And I mean, I don't know, like nowadays, right? Like ESPN is going to hire like the biggest name they can, or, someone with the most followers on social, like whatever, somebody like that. Like ESPN doesn't really, I don't know. I feel like they don't really produce homegrown talent the way that they used to. You know what I mean?
I mean, they're replacing him with Pat McAfee.
No, and see, that's I really don't want that.
Yeah, but like
nobody does.
Nobody does, but like that has clearly been the plan the whole time. That's why Pat McAfee is there now.
Yeah.
And like somebody posted on Blue Sky, I think friend of the show, Roger, was like, replacing Lee Corso with Pat McAfee is a symptom of the downfall of American society. And like, yeah, kind of, actually.
Not wrong.
Like, we've talked about the Pat McAfeecation of the worldwide leader already, so I won't reiterate it. But like, Corso has earned his retirement the direction that game day is going to go in following his departure is going to suck so much ass.
This is a chance for Fox to come in.
Big nude Saturday.
Like, this is a chance for Fox to come in and actually make their mark.
Or for the like conference network shows to be better. Even like the
ACC game day is so bad, man.
I didn't even really know that one existed.
We got to do our own.
We go over the ACC schedule every week.
I know, but it's just like Mark Richt hanging out in a studio. Like they don't go anywhere. It's just like they're just.
I thought they were on site. Okay,
no, the SEC one is on site. The ACC one is in a studio somewhere. And like I do like Mark Richt actually.
Commish, you're right. Say what you said.
No, we got to do it. It's us.
Yeah.
I would love to do like a little bit of a game day. Maybe for the upcoming season, we could do like a little like Patreon only audio chat or something before the games start. And I don't know if we have that time to do that. My kids may be jumping all over me when that happens, but I feel like there is going to be a huge hole left when he basically retires after one game. But I hope nobody ever wears the headgear again. Like I don't want anybody to ever do that again. Like I don't want somebody to put on the mascot headgear and do that.
Nick Saban can. I will let Nick Saban do this.
You'll let Nick Saban do it. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking if anybody's gonna do it, I would be okay with Saban.
Okay.
If it's McAfee, I mean, not that I watch game day really to begin with, but
no. McAfee's gonna do his WWE thing,
which isn't even good. Cena called him out for being high. Like he's bad. He's bad at his job in every capacity.
So like McAfee will do his thing to try to get it just basically play up the crowd, and the crowd tends to buy into it. Yeah. So that's what
he works the crowd pretty well. His crowd work skills are pretty good. I'll give him that.
So there's that. That's his mark. Like he'll go off on this random rant and start making the crowd sing a song, and then either pick with him or against them. And you know, that's his thing. But I just don't want anybody to wear the headgear again. If Saban did it, man, I can't see Saban doing it.
No, there's no way. That's
no,
why.
You know, who they need to bring on Miss Terry to do the headgear.
But like Reese and Kirk have been on the record saying that they don't want to see anybody else doing it, and I kind of agree with both of them. I don't want to see anybody else do it. So
it's a little sacrilege if someone else does.
It's kind of just like, no, that's Corso's thing. If you want to do the headgear thing, no, you gotta move on. That is like an era to me personally, because I mean Lee did that like when game day was nothing, man. Like game day was just like in the they were calling games on Thursdays. They were doing Thursday night games at like UAB and Southern Miss. They were doing Conference USA games, calling those games, and then they would do college game day on Saturday. So sometimes they'd be doing like the game day was in the studio, like it wasn't even on location. So yeah, I don't want to see. I just don't want to see like somebody put on the headgear. Just let Lee keep that one. He earned it.
We also have news about the video game.
Oh, the video game.
That EA Sports and Metallica are joining forces to give one college marching band an opportunity to take the field and get in the game.
Oh.
The Division 1 winner of the For the Whom the Band Tolls competition will not only get to record the CFB theme song, but also record a Metallica song for a future edition of CFB. Now, is this just to get Enter Sandman in the game?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's missing.
Yep.
Ooh. All right, go VT. Sold.
Yeah,
you sold me on this.
I'm willing to deal with Metallica if we get Enter Sandman as an entrance.
Yeah, they gotta. Yeah, if we can get the Enter Sandman entrance for Virginia Tech, yeah, that'd be totally worth it. Yeah, that'd be great.
Who do you think is the funniest musical artist that is associated with a song that is part of some school's tradition that they could do a partnership with?
Darude.
That is pretty funny.
And the fact that he was at a South Carolina game makes it better.
And they won.
They did.
They did win with Darude there. I love that we asked Shane Beamer about Sandstorm. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
We had to ask. Mm-hmm. We were just like, do you listen to it? I was like, no, never again. No, I love it, but I'm not going to listen to it in my car.
I never knew what that song was in college.
Really? What? How?
No, like I didn't know who it was by. I didn't know what it was called. I had no clue what it was.
How?
These were hockey games. I just had no clue what it was. Because it was just it was the song they played the intro to the third period hockey. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like how I probably couldn't have told you the name of Zombie Nation for the longest time, but everybody knows Zombie Nation.
Yeah, it was just that song that
Now I'm imagining the Pope coming out like the white smoke is like doo-doo-doo-doo. And then the vent like does that doo-doo-doo.
Like it's Morse fucking code.
Or maybe, do the Zombie Nation thing. It's like, whoa.
We have new Pope.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Pope.
New Pope.
Habemos Papa. Da 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 da.
Da 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 da. Pope.
P-O-P-E.
Yeah,
yeah, it works. Papal Nation.
Can we talk about? Can we be serious here? Can we talk about Kent State women's golf?
Oh, I mean the glorious reckoning of Kent State, just obliterating every MAC opponent known in the history of women's golf.
So yeah, Kent State appears to have put all of its sports skill points into women's golf and only into women's golf.
I love that.
Because this is their 26th consecutive MAC championship in golf. And it's not that they're the only MAC team in golf.
No,
a bunch of other teams have golf teams.
There's been 26 MAC championships in golf, and Kent State has won them all. The Kent State women's team just obliterates all comers in the MAC. It's incredible.
I think one of our followers said that the only other things he could find were Stanford had a swimming record for like 30 years in the Pac-12. But for women's sports, this is it. Like, this is the biggest one anyone can find in terms of conference championships in a row.
So
it's wild.
I'm trying to figure out like what type of advantage that they could possibly have. But like, I love women's sports for this. If there was a school that took a sport that's just basically a women's sport and they took it seriously, like in the beginning of it, I love that because it shows like what type of program you can build. And Kent State taking women's golf seriously from the beginning of the program is phenomenal for the flashes in the Kent area. Our follower, our Kent State person who wrote something for the Beehive, he goes by the nickname Black Squirrel in the Discord. He says they invest quite heavily in golf and have a lot of pro alumni support. Plus, Northeast Ohio is surprisingly golf-heavy area because of all the, I guess, the old money, as he says it. So I was trying to figure out, like, what type of course is their home course, and it's the Windmill Lakes course in Ravenna, Ohio, which is, I'm just looking at this course. This course is incredible. Like, it is an incredible course, but it doesn't look like it's like a pro course, but it's just something that's like, hey man, if my college team could play, like I was just looking at ULM's like course compared to this.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my God.
I don't know, but they have won 26 straight, which is definitely something. That's impressive. Arthur?
The last time they didn't win the MAC championship in golf, which is because it looks like there wasn't one, but the last time they failed to win that, I was 2 years old.
I was in high school.
That's
impressive.
99?
99.
Oh yeah, I was senior in high school.
Yeah.
Freshman, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was 4.
I love that they dominate this. Like, this is great. This is awesome. Like, we posted and we tagged them on Instagram on their post, and I love that, like, people are just like commenting a ton and showing them so much love for this.
A lot of confusion. I won't lie. There's a lot of confusion out there.
A lot of confusion, but I love that it's just like mainly positive comments on it's awesome. So the followers, shout out to you.
It's like when people find out that BYU has a hip hop dance dynasty, or people find out, well, so I'll say this. I posted the NCAA Winter Champions, and Rifle's on there. West Virginia wins that. They're very good at rifle. And every Ohio State person was like, well, where's Pistol? Where's Pistol? We're good at Pistol. Don't you know it's Pistol's there? Well, it's not NCAA. Well, you know it's good. We're good at Pistol, right? Yeah, I fucking know you're good at Pistol. Everyone chill out.
We got somebody yelling at us about like wheelchair basketball. I was like, I'm sorry, it's NCDA.
Alabama is good at wheelchair basketball.
Well, yeah, we know that. And they're like, well,
all the adaptive sports Alabama's very good at. They take their money and they put it there too.
I love that we get yelled at for the stupidest things.
Yeah.
It's like, how dare you not list this? And I'm like, what happened to the football? I was like, that's actually fall. This is winter. So it's just like,
and I get people being confused about that, because tennis is wrapping up right now, and it's like it's considered to be a spring sport, and spring goes all the way to when the fucking College World Series ends.
Yes. So it's just like, technically it's spring. So it's just fun. They just want to yell about their school. Yell at us. It's fine.
You haven't been as online today. Did you see the Western Kentucky softball helmets?
No.
I did.
I'm gonna drop them in the chat real fast.
Yes,
hold
please.
on. I gotta move my mug because I can't see the fucking icons at the bottom of my screen. The way I have this.
That mug.
Don't judge me.
I'm just imagining you drinking mug root beer.
I wish, man. I love root beer.
You like mug?
Yeah, here you go, Pitt Girl.
Oh, that's very good.
Describe it to our listeners.
So this is a Western Kentucky softball player, and she is wearing red socks and black pants and a black jersey and a batting helmet. And the batting helmet is red, and it's got the face guard, and it's got Big Red's eyes just looking out over the brim.
I love that, like, Pitt Girl just gave you the audio version of alt text.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Someone described
I was asked
this.
to describe. I'm describing.
Perfect.
Lots
That's
of practice.
Someone said this is very Mario Odyssey. Like Cappy got it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's totally Cappy. But it's so good.
Anyways, I very much like that. We're going to have to circle back into something we talked about several weeks ago. We talked about the Virginia flag. Commish didn't know the Virginia flag.
I didn't know. I just learned about it.
It's got titty.
It does. It has
one.
It has one titty.
One titty.
That's right.
I believe CGB Greg said nudity. Was it nudity something and an explicit call to violence?
Mm-hmm.
Nudity.
Yeah. New titty just dropped.
New titty.
It has Lady is that Lady Liberty, I believe?
Lady.
She is. Yeah, I think so.
Lady Liberty. I don't know.
Labor titty.
And she is standing on someone with a spear in them. And the motto of Virginia is Sic Semper Tyrannis, and thus go tyrants. And thus always tyrants.
That's always to tyrants.
Always to tyrants.
Mm-hmm.
But someone in Texas is getting it banned from schools.
What?
Because the kids can't see the titty.
They don't want to see the titty.
No one can see the titty. It's not very visible. No one has a problem with the Louisiana flag with the pelican voling itself.
Also, she is virtue. Her name.
Virtue.
She is the human representation of virtue.
And so we have this now, and she's also holding a Is that technically a...
It looks like the sword that the Gorons have in Legend of Zelda. Because it's got like the knob on the end. Like it's a sword, but it's not pointy.
It is a parazonium.
Uh-huh.
Which is a Roman in Roman mythology, it is held by virtue. There you go.
Okay.
And she is standing over tyranny. Tyranny lies supine beneath the foot of Virtus, symbolizing Great Britain's defeat by Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
One of 6 U.S. state flags, along with Florida, New York, New Jersey, Wyoming, and Idaho, with a depiction of a woman, and the only state flag in the U.S. with nudity.
Apparently, they have put breastplates over the...
Oh my God. Not even a pasty?
Like they're really stretching it with the Wyoming state flag, too.
Is Wyoming just the buffalo?
Well, no, it would be better if it was just the buffalo. It's the buffalo with the state seal like superimposed over the buffalo, and there is a statue of a woman in the state seal.
Oh, yeah. I should know that. I lived in Wyoming.
All of this is to say one thing.
What?
We're doing a surprise flag draft.
Oh my God.
But this time we are not, we did this 2 years ago, but this time we are not limiting ourselves.
Oh my God.
To just countries. If it has flown, it counts. Also, we did not prep for this as well. So this is going to be even more fun.
Or at all.
Oh my
we just
God.
did this 3 hours ago.
Oh my God.
This is going to be fun.
There is no big board.
We make the big board by drafting. Yeah, I have my own mental big board. But
okay, so can I
have it
just
in the notes app.
Okay, how many rounds are we going to do here? 7?
Let's do up and down 3 times, so 6.
Okay, because I have 8 things on my draft board.
Can we do 7 and then the last round is the most sickos flag we can find?
Oh, I was going to take my most sickos flag first.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you want to do like 5 serious ones or just like, let's do the most sickos flag draft, or I don't know, whatever you want to do, whatever ones you love the most. I don't know.
Yeah, it's sickos flag. Most sickos flag would require a little bit more preparation on my part, candidly.
Okay.
I think we can just let's go up and down 3 times.
Okay.
That'll give us 30 picks.
30 picks, and then can we do one last round for just sickos round? I guess.
Yeah, we'll figure something out for the last round. Okay. Sure. Okay, our draft order is Arthur, Commish, Pitt Girl, Brigit, Jordan.
Commish second? Jesus.
So Arthur.
Okay,
what is your first flag?
I really got to kick this off. I feel like I'm under a lot of pressure, but I've been hearing so many people say that this flag is going to go not just in the first round, but number 1 overall. I mean, pretty much anyone that you've talked to, like I've heard so many people say it. They're saying like, yes, like flag first overall. So I feel like I got to do it to not mess up the draft here. So I'm going with Cooper flag.
I'll take it.
Cooper flag.
That lead up. I was so scared you were going to take my pick.
Oh my God.
Number 1 overall pick, Cooper flag. You heard it here
off the board.
Okay. So,
Commish.
Are we doing like any time ever flag?
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Okay.
This is real free form.
Okay.
Have you seen it on a flag? It's a flag. You could do a house divided flag. The most sickos house divided flag that you could think of.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like the most sickos flag that you could do, sickos house divided flag, but I'll save that for the last round, I guess. Man, this like put me on like the spot here. The second pick. I don't know if like I got to be serious or not here.
You know what, man? Whatever your heart tells you.
Let the spirit lead you, dude.
So, I wanted it last time and I didn't get it. So I was kind of upset. I want the Seychelles flag, the Seychelles or whatever.
Oh, I got Seychelles last time.
Yeah, you did.
And somebody was like, that was me auto drafting because I was on vacation.
I want that one. So I wanted that one bad and I didn't get it last time. So I'm going to draft it this time.
That's very good.
Seychelles flag is, of course, a rainbow flag with blue, gold, red, white, and green coming out of the corner.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
It's very good.
I love, like, nobody will understand my flag draft because pretty much every draft thing that is going to have green in it. Mm-hmm. There will be some green involved.
Pitt Girl, what are you going for?
Most likely.
I feel like top 3 pick, and we can pick anything here. I feel like I have to take New Mexico.
Yeah, it's a classic.
It's a really, really good state flag.
It's got the Zia sun symbol in the middle on yellow. Yeah,
it's very good.
Classic. I like it. Brigit.
All right, I'm here. I'm ready to make a statement. I'm drafting the old flag of Pocatello, Idaho.
Yes!
Yep, proud to be Pocatello.
Damn it. That was on my board. Like, that was there. But it's fine. I'll lose that one.
Sorry, I knew.
No,
I knew I had to take it early.
Yeah, I was saving that for the Sickos round, but yeah.
That's my like Sickos and also like serious. Like, this is so good because it's got a copyright.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good one.
I get back to back. My first flag is the flag of Zeleznorgorsk out of Russia. It is the bear ripping the atom apart.
Okay.
Oh yes, that one's good.
One.
That was the list of mine for sure.
It is a golden bear looking like it's tangling with an atom and ripping it apart. The town is famous for its plutonium production. And then I'm going to take the Isle of Man.
Oh, yeah. With the legs.
Yeah.
With the triskelion, the 3 legs. Mm-hmm. Now, there's another triskelion flag that I do like, too.
Oh, I'm staring right at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Brigit, we're back to you. I got Zeleznorgorsk and the Isle of Man.
I have another Sickos pick, but I'm going to go serious this time. I'm going to take the flag of Cascadia.
Ooh,
I like that one a lot.
Nice.
For those who don't know, it is a blue stripe, a white stripe, and a green stripe, and in front of it is a black Douglas fir. It is the Doug flag.
Doug flag just sounds so like Doug from Up.
Doug.
Hello,
Doug Funny's flag.
Doug flag is probably like Cooper Flag's uncle or something.
I mean, true. They're from Maine. Doug Flag is just committed to App State.
Girl, you're up next.
You know what? I am going to take this mostly so that you can't have it. I will be taking this moment to continue to be Rebel Scum and draft Flaggy Flag.
Yep. Flaggy Flag from the Hello Internet podcast, RIP.
Flaggy Flag forever. It is a gray tricolor, and it should have been the official flag of that podcast. RIP. It's been 5 years. Please come back. Please come back. I miss you.
Because otherwise, Pitt Girl and I are going to have to start our own Hello Internet podcast that won't be nearly as good.
No, because we're both too Brady. We need a gray.
I know. None of us are gray. That's the problem. Sigh.
Oops, all Bradys.
Hey, Commish, what do we got?
This is probably one of the only ones that I will draft without green in it. And it's just due to my family being from this area. It's the one that you probably were looking at. It's the flag of Sicily.
It is the flag of Sicily. Yes, it is. The other triskelion.
Yes. So the flag of Sicily with kind of a bit of a Sicilian Sickos face right in the middle of it. Mm-hmm. It's
the eyes are really unsettling.
They are, and they remind me of my grandma when she was.
It looks so tired, just so tired.
She was mad that I was in the kitchen. I'm just gonna say that, and she hit me. So with the wooden spoon, but I deserved it. It's fine. I promise. I was bad. I wanted the cannolis. I couldn't resist them. They were delicious.
Okay, we are at Arthur. Back-to-back picks.
Okay, so I mean, this is a flag I know everyone wants to get this, and some people get this flag pretty frequently. Other people, it's rare to. Some people never get it, but I got to take the checkered flag.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. Like that. Cooper flag and the checkered flag. And then you get another one here.
Yep. Okay, so this, I'm going to say this one, it's a little, if you know, you know. I'm drafting the flag at the Betsy Ross house in Philadelphia.
I don't know this one.
We're going to need to post that.
I mean, here, hang on. I got the picture. I'm gonna put a picture in the chat for this one. Okay.
And I'm assuming it's Old Glory, but probably a little bit sickos nature here that we're missing.
Right, everyone waits with bated breath.
Oh, totally.
Mm-hmm. Obligatory plug for Overcast, because if you listen to the show on Overcast, it'll cut all the silence.
Mm-hmm.
It makes us sound so much wittier than we actually are.
It's
maybe
fine.
I'll edit the sounds out.
No, I'll put an ad in here.
Totally. I got an ad for like Morgan Freeman's voice came on and it scared the crap out of me this morning on my commute.
Oh,
I was like, "Hi," I was like, "What's Morgan Freeman doing on our podcast?"
Okay, yeah, it's the Betsy Ross flag. Okay, I get this.
Yeah.
Okay.
But specifically the flag at the Betsy Ross house in Philadelphia.
Just that
specifically
one.
That one.
Specifically that one. Yes.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
Got to be that one. Okay.
Okay.
You got another pick, right? Or no,
that was my second
flag
pick in a row. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do one that's a little bit different here. I am not gonna draft the Wales flag. I am gonna draft the city of Cardiff flag, Cardiff, Wales.
Ooh, I don't know this one.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Wales flag, but it's in action.
Oh, he's got a flag.
Oh, and is that a thistle?
It looks like he's playing tetherball.
That's a leak, I think.
I'm taking that one.
I bet you, it is a leak. You're totally right.
Is anybody taking notes on this?
I am.
Okay, totally. I'm just drafting the unplanned random flag draft. I love it.
I love that. No, this is so good because not only is the dragon rampant, he's holding a different flag. This is a whole scene.
This is a whole scene. Yeah.
And there's a giant blossoming leek.
This is not a scene. It's an arms race. No, wait, no.
It's a goddamn arms race.
Yeah, sorry. There's something different. Yeah.
Pitt Girl.
Oh God, it's my turn again. Shit.
Your turn again.
I must ponder.
Pondering.
Many things to be considered here.
Mm.
This is another one I have to take before it comes off the board.
Yes.
The flag of perhaps. Well, no, I have nothing against Delaware except that they are a breakaway province. But Maryland is probably my favorite of the border states of Pennsylvania that is not a breakaway province. Mm-hmm. And it also has a truly awful flag that then wraps back around to being great. So before any of the rest of you can have it, and honestly, I'm surprised it fell this far on the draft board, I will be taking the flag of the great state of Maryland.
Wow. The Maryland flag. Nice.
Okay. Brigit.
I'm going to go a little different than my previous picks. I'm going to choose the flag of Mozambique.
Ooh,
with
gotta have the guns.
The AKs on them, yep.
Yep. I like that one. I had that one last time.
Now, I get two back-to-backs here. Or one back-to-back, sorry. My first one is going to be a classic. It's the flag of Amsterdam.
Okay.
Do we know what that looks like?
Not off the top of my head, no.
We're Googling.
I'll drop that in the chat.
Googling. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that one's good.
Yep.
It's the triple X flag.
All right.
It's like Chicago, but not.
In honor of Vin Diesel, yes.
And then I'm going to get the flag of Perm, Russia. Because it has just the happiest little bear on it. It's a super happy bear
Oh,
carrying the Orthodox Bible.
he's got the book on his back. I love this one.
The bookback bear.
Look at him. He's so cute.
He's so happy.
Little steppy. He's walking.
A little fancy. He's got nails. His nails are great. Claws, I guess you'd call them. Brigit.
I'm going to go a little more obscure with this one. I have a bag with this flag on it that I bought in Pyongyang. It is the Korean unification flag.
Ooh. What does
It
that
is a
look
white
like?
flag with a blue Korean peninsula on it. Sometimes it has the islands that are disputed with Japan.
Because they can both agree on one thing, is that those islands are Korean. Just not which Korean they are.
Oh, yeah. My friends have gotten coffee from like a little coffee shop that had a slogan on it that said, Dokdo is Korean. Dokdo has always been a Korean soil, which is reminiscent of the big giant like sign that was hanging like on a building, taking up like half the building. That what the Diaoyu Islands were always China's, and I would see that every day when I would go get lunch when I was at work in Beijing.
Okay. I love it.
Nice.
Pitt Girl.
So I've done some hasty Googling, and I will be taking the flag of, and I apologize in advance for butchering this, Dutch listeners, Oudehesk, which is a village in Friesland, the Netherlands, has a population of about 1,980 as of 2017, and its flag has this delightful little bunny jumping off to the left.
Oh, I love it.
Nice. Got the bunny.
Yeah, it's green and white, and there's a red bunny just sort of saying, fuck this, I'm out, and hopping off to the left-hand side.
I need you to spell that for me, please.
I will drop a link in the chat.
Thank you. I love the bunny flag.
Yeah, thank you, Reddit, for directing me to a bunny flag after I was like, is there a flag with a bunny on it? Because I could do with a cute animal flag.
Okay, Commish.
All right. Yeah, I got to do this one. I'm going to a Canadian flag.
But
oh, you're going to take the Inukshuk, aren't you?
No.
Oh, that was good.
No. I'm going different here. Going different. Prince Edward Island flag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this was a real horror show.
Get with some trees, with some acorns on the trees. Yes, I'm doing that one.
Big stretched out lion.
That's right.
I feel like Prince Edward Island is like new enough that they should have known what a lion looked like when they drew it.
I would think so, but apparently they don't. And
this is the same. This is the personal banner of like the Prince Edward that this was named after.
Yes.
Yeah. I love it.
The thing that bothers me about this flag is not
the border.
It's the border. Yes, exactly. It's the border. It's not the poorly drawn lion. It's
No.
not the questionably drawn trees. It's the fact that the border doesn't go all the way around.
It doesn't make sense. I love that the border doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It just doesn't.
I want to see a school adopt this lion as their mascot.
As a mascot, yes.
Yeah, like as their logo.
For God's sakes, this is great.
This is my mascot, the 12th century lion.
I mean, I'm like, imagine if Pitt changed nothing about their branding except instead of like script Pitt or the like that fountain logo, it's that lion.
If you wanted to be like biblically accurate with this, you'd have to have Slender Man be your mascot.
I love that they say that.
So long.
This is something that is the colors are supposed to be of fembrination.
It kind of looks like the lion's waving.
I know it kind of does. It's like, hey, what's up? I love it.
If it's that or if he's like doing the like classic cat like ooh.
He's doing the ooh big stretch, yeah.
Doing a really big stretch, just chilling on PEI, just having a good time out there in the Maritimes. Love it. I love it. It's just so ridiculous. I gotta have it.
Okay, Arthur, You're up twice.
Okay, my next pick is all of those Popeyes flags at the Popeyes Bahamas Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, very good.
If you do not remember this, this was the first, I think, ever Bahamas Bowl.
Yes.
And there was a picture someone took of all of the flags in the stadium. Mm-hmm. And they kind of went like half and half with the flags, right? There's like one side, the Bahamas flag. And then on the other side of the stadium, it's just Popeyes flags. Like it's just an orange, like just nothing else on the flag, just orange and the Popeyes logo.
Done.
That's it.
I mean,
and it wasn't just one flag. Like they had a whole row of Popeyes flags.
There's a bunch of Popeyes flags. And, just got to remember that flag says Pope yes.
We're back to Popes.
Oh, we're leaving the Popes.
Everything is Pope.
Is that why Popeyes knows what you need and not what you like? You're gonna get what.
It's why you get the karma check.
Yeah, you get the Popeyes you need, not the Popeyes you asked for.
That is correct.
Okay, so then I'm gonna pick again.
Yes.
My next pick is a penalty flag for disconcerting signals. I mean, really, there are a number of penalties that I am amused by, right? I mean, when they call like false start on everyone but the center, that's always funny.
That's a good one.
Illegal touching, if you're of the right maturity level, could be funny. But really anything, the more complicated it is, the better. But disconcerting signals, it just hits because it's just kind of a weird thing to get penalized for.
True.
Right? Like, there are some football penalties where I totally, like, especially something like a false start. It's like, yeah, like, I get it. It's loud in the stadium and, you don't, whatever. Like, I get it. It happens. Disconcerting signals, though, like, you got to be doing something out of the ordinary playing of a game of football to get that penalty.
I'm reading Roger Sherman's article about the first Popeyes Bahamas Bowl.
Was it him that took that picture? Because I wanted to say it was
someone else.
It was someone else. Okay.
That picture actually seems to be gone from the internet, or gone from Twitter at least.
I couldn't find it.
From this article, Western Kentucky mascot Big Red shows up at an event with local youths. What is he? One girl asks the closest American person she sees, a Central Michigan player. I don't know, he responds. Ask someone from their school. I think it's a girl. Big Red raises its arms in bewilderment. I think you're a girl because you have pretty eyes like a girl.
That is how you show that mascots are girls.
That's true?
Yeah, that's true.
Does Big Red have eyelashes?
No, but it has very big eyebrows. I keep gendering him.
See?
Oh.
I mean, if we're good, perhaps
them.
Yeah, right. I was going to say perhaps Big Red uses they them pronouns.
Yeah.
Okay. Got to remember that. Okay. Next up is Commish.
Sorry. I'm going to go with another one here that is it's a bit European, but I kind of love it because I feel like this is a relatively new flag, and I'm imagining this flag turns to me like James Bond, but it doesn't turn. It doesn't turn. It's not turning to me, but I'm just imagining it's about to turn to me and hit me like James Bond does right in the intro. And this is the flag of Nottinghamshire.
Okay,
so if you don't know this one, dropping it in the chat. There's green, of course. But just imagining
put on it.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. I see why you say that about James Bond.
Yes. So it's just imagining Robin Hood turning and then just basically hitting you like James Bond with an arrow. It's amazing. I love it. I love it so much. It was only adopted in 2011, but this is kind of one of my favorite flags because, again, a lot of green. And I just love imagining this flag playing GoldenEye a lot, and just taking me out a bunch because I was not good at that game.
Slappers only.
God, I was still awful at that. Like, these people knew the boards way more than me. I was just getting killed.
Okay, next up, Pitt Girl.
Okay. I am currently clicking through the Wikipedia page for category flags of cities in Pennsylvania, and oh buddy, there are so many bad ones. There are so many like bad takes on our already not super good state flag in here. Like so many. And also a lot of like bad word art. Like, this is the flag of Lidditz. Or if you're
That's real
Jordan,
bad.
Littitz.
Littitz.
Lititary. No, sorry.
But I
Lititz
will
now.
say I was pleasantly surprised, and so I am going to draft this flag if I can verify that it is in fact correct. Please hold.
I'll just put an ad here.
Yeah.
Another ad. Why not?
So, yeah, Johnstown, PA, I think has replaced its flag relatively recently, and the new one is actually really nice.
Oh, I like it.
It's green on top, and it's got 3 yellow stars, and it's got a sort of like bridge thing at the bottom.
Nice.
I like it. Adopted in 2019. The green represents the hills, trails, and outdoor recreation of Johnstown. The blue representing the rivers and water recreation. 3 arches for the 3 major floods and the 3 rivers, Stony Creek, Conemaugh, and Little Conemaugh. The arches make up the stone bridge, which is a major landmark of Johnstown. The 3 yellow stars represent iron, coal, and steel, which are central to Johnstown. Good flag!
Okay.
Nice.
Next up, Brigit.
Okay, so I love the flag of the All Blacks.
Oh,
I love the
Haka,
flag that they voted on in 2015 and ended up not choosing, which they really should have. But because that flag has not flown, I'm choosing the National Maori flag, also known as the Tino Rangatira Tonga flag. It's very, very good.
Describe it, please.
It is so let's see. The design, as described by Wikipedia, is a flag divided in 2 by a white koru design, off-center to the hoist, with a field of black on top and a field of red on the bottom.
Nice.
I will post it in the chat.
Post that.
I have 2 picks. My last 2 picks before our last round.
Okay.
The first one is going to be the flag of Kazan in Tatarstan.
Tatarstan.
What do you want to call that animal? It's like a dragon or like a lizard with wings, but has chicken legs.
I mean, that's close enough to South Carolina.
That has a name. That kind of thing has a name.
Virginia Tech.
I cannot remember what it is.
It's the Hokie. It's the Hokie bird.
This is the true Hokie bird.
This is the true Hokie bird.
The biblically accurate Hokie
Your
bird.
The biblically
bird,
accurate Hokie bird. That is it. Right there. Enter Sandman starts playing. It's like a snake.
It is a Zilant.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like a snake turkey dragon with a crown.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Just imagine that.
And then this one's going to be kind of lame, but I'm going to pick it because it is my favorite national flag. I'm going with the flag of Nepal.
You love the triangles.
Love my triangles.
They're
love
very
my
good.
sexy triangle
Good
boy.
flag.
Good flag. We got one more back, and then we do Sickos picks.
Yep. So we got Brigit, Pitt Girl, Commish, and Arthur.
Okay.
Oh, are we doing Sickos picks last? Okay. I'm going to default to the flag of Norway. It's just a good flag.
You like it. I get it.
Classic Nordic cross. Love it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pitt Girl, your final pick.
Yes, I am going to select a flag that I personally own, that I know has flown because I personally own it and have hung it places. And there's a whole series of these for basically every school. There is a company that makes basically like, what if your mascot was super kawaii? And they make flags.
Oh,
I love
Montana
these.
State has one.
Here is Chibi Rock. I own this flag. I have taken this flag out in public, and I will be drafting Tokyodachi Chibi Kawaii Rock as my last pick.
Nice.
Drop that in the chat for me, please.
I will.
Okay, Commish.
I'm gonna go with like an actual country. This time I'll do this, and it's Comoros.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's got the green. It's got a crescent moon. It's got 4 stars. It's that's the rating of the flag, 4 stars.
Makes sense to me.
It's good. I like it. It is just symmetrical.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is powerful. It meets all of Commish's criteria for there.
It's not
and I do have
symmetrical.
It's what?
It's not technically symmetrical.
It might be if you're colorblind.
No, this because the colors don't line up and because the stars don't line up.
No, it's good, man. I like it.
It's balanced.
I just had to be like, actually.
Actually.
Yeah, there you go. You didn't picture
It's not symmetry. Excuse me.
It's nice, man. I like the flag. It's a good one. It's solid. It's aesthetically pleasing to me. I like it. It's nice.
Okay. I dig it. Let's go with
Arthur.
First,
so your last normal pick.
And then your...
But, I mean, he's been doing Sickos picks the whole time, so who knows?
All right, so my last normal pick is...
He's going to be like, Brazil.
I thought about that one. Brazil Campeão do Mundo.
I love these flags. We're going to get yelled at and be like, why did you pick this flag?
Because we had 2 hours to prepare, my brother in Christ.
Listen to the podcast.
I mean, no, I don't think people are going to yell at me.
What are you picking?
What are you picking?
Okay, I am picking the flag on the back of the truck at Talladega. Like, you know how they have the semi drive around with just like the American flag, like on like the pole sticking out of the back of the truck. Like instead of like where you'd put a trailer, instead there's an American flag.
Okay.
And it drives around before the race.
Okay. Is Freebird the guitar solo playing at the same time?
No.
It should be.
They'll bring this out for like the anthem.
Okay. Well, I mean, no, the anthem is Freebird.
Yeah, it is our national anthem.
It is our national anthem, Freebird.
I love it.
I mean, when the U.S. women's team defeated Canada in OT for the win in hockey, they scored the goal and like the Freebird guitar solo started playing.
They cranked that shit.
They also play that at the Four Nations. Yeah.
Yes, it was amazing.
Okay, now for our final round, our Sickos round, we'll call it. Arthur.
Okay. So I'm supposed to do a Sickos pick. Okay. I'm gonna go with
something normal.
I'm gonna go with the yellow flag at the end of a NASCAR race, but before they've taken the white flag. Like a yellow flag in the last like 5 laps, but before the last lap.
Is this the first one in the inevitable sequence of these, or is it somewhere in the middle?
It's every subsequent yellow flag. So the first one and then every subsequent yellow flag. Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna make me find a picture of a yellow flag at the end of a NASCAR race.
It's just basically it's a caution flag, but the caution flag is in a specific time.
So it's because of something called NASCAR overtime, where if a race has a yellow come out before they've taken the white flag, they have to keep trying, even if it like the race goes beyond the scheduled distance. So like the Daytona 500 is now regularly like 510 miles because they keep crashing too soon. You have to take the white flag before you crash. And if So what happens sometimes is you get a situation where, due to some condition or just the way that they're racing that day, they literally cannot complete a lap to take the white flag to finish the race, and you can go into like 5 overtimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 5 overtime NASCAR finish means they tried at least 3 times unsuccessfully to have them just run 1 lap without crashing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Commish, what's your Sickos pick?
Okay, I am going to Russia for this one.
Welcome.
Welcome to Russia. Balashov, Russia.
Drop that in the chat.
Oh yeah. This is supposed to be melons on the vine, but no.
Readers, it looks like a set of balls.
Yes.
Big veiny balls.
Big veiny balls. Balashov, Russia. It's supposed to celebrate the area's agriculture, but balls. I'm doing the LeBron big ball celebration right now. I've just been fined $15,000 for doing that.
Love it.
Love it.
Okay. Pick
balls.
Girl.
Of course, it's got green too, so bonus points.
I'm going to take a classic internet bad flag. And that is the second flag of Provo, Utah.
No!
Yeah, you stole Pocatello, so I'm glad somebody stole Provo from me.
Which is honestly, it's so my favorite thing about Provo's second flag, which, listener, if you are not a flag nerd like us, is a white flag with a rainbow gradient stripe.
Oh god, it's so
diagonally good. Coming in from the lower left-hand corner.
Yeah.
And Provo in bold sans serif font with a drop shadow. And I love it because it's so understated and so shitty at the same time.
Dude, I love that Utah and Idaho had like the best flags.
Mm-hmm.
And like Provo accidentally said gay rights here.
Yeah. And that's why they had to change it. But but I love
I'll be honest, their new flag is a downgrade.
It kind of is. It looks very corporate. It has the problem that some of the new flags have where they've like swung too hard the other way in like clean design. This looks like an ad for like organic cereal. This is the logo on an like store brand organic cereal is what the new Provo flag looks like.
I've always heard it described as Centrum.
Old Provo flag, yes.
Centrum Silver. Yes. It is Centrum Silver. Take your daily vitamin that you're over 50. That is the current Provo flag. Same with the Pocatello flag, but I actually like the new Pocatello flag, but it doesn't.
The Pocatello flag is so good.
It can't match, the proud to be Pocatello. But the Pocatello like flag itself,
the new Pocatello flag's really good.
It's really good. It is really good. But the original proud to be Pocatello, like you can't top that. Like
copyright Greater Pocatello Chamber of Commerce.
It was. I drove by that when I went to Idaho State, and I was like, "Give me the old flag back." I just wanted to like chain myself to the flagpole. Bring back the old flag.
Shit. Just want her back.
Feel like shit. I want to be proud to be Pocatello.
Okay, Brigit, what you got?
Okay, I got sniped. I had to pivot. I'm going to choose the most sickos thing I can think of.
Ooh.
It's a house divided flag.
Oh.
Between Michigan.
Ooh.
And Ohio State.
Oh.
I love it.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
It is for sale. Presumably, someone has flown this flag.
I guarantee you. Like there had to be a Romeo and Juliet between Michigan and Ohio State.
I feel like that's probably not even that uncommon. Like,
no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Is that kind of house divided flag kind of gross? It is. But my favorite variety of house divided flag is when you've got like Arizona State and Syracuse.
Yeah. Like they've never played each other. Yeah. Like the one that you saw the other day, like Cornell and Georgia Southern. Like that The one that you
Two
saw on
great
Twitter.
tastes that go great
Like
together.
that is like what was the one that we had? It was Ohio State Johns Hopkins, and then they only played in lacrosse, and he's like, "This is the only day I can fly this flag." Like this is like that was the most sickos one that I've seen. And people kept tagging. I was like, we retweeted it. Like, we can't do anything else for this. Like,
I have but one retweet for this.
Like, we only get one. We want to like it more. We can't do anything else. Like, this is amazing. I don't even know who won that lacrosse game. I gotta look it up now.
My last choice is the flag of Tampa.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh God.
I put it in the chat.
So
It's like a stealth bomber on the out.
Since you are our best describer, can you describe this thing?
Please give us the
Why did you? Okay. So if we're going to start from the right to the left here, rather than going in the correct direction, primarily because the rightmost edge of this flag looks like a stealth bomber.
It does. It's a green stealth bomber.
There's a hidden stealth bomber.
Yeah.
At the rightmost edge of the Tampa flag, because this flag is not rectangular. It's
of course the stealth bomber is hidden.
Yeah, that's true. It's sneaky. This flag is it would be sort of trending towards triangular, but it's jaggy at one end.
It's just wrong. Like, that's the thing about it.
It's just very weird. It has a green and red and blue with a star stealth bomber at the rightmost edge, and that's why it's jaggy at the end. And then there's a white chevron and some red chevrons and vertical yellow and red stripes and the city of Tampa's seal in the middle. And then there's also like horizontal stripe and a vertical stripe that had blue stripes with stars. And then at the hoist end, there's also a red stripe. And truly, I can't describe this to you. There is friend of the show, Bubba Prague, did make a pride version of this flag that I truly, truly love.
Extremely good. I was just about to start looking for it.
Yeah,
yes, Gay Tampa, the flag of Gay Tampa is so good. I will find it and put it in the chat. What color
is the stealth bomber on that one?
I don't know, but I will tell you. Hang on.
I love this flag is ridiculous. Have you seen the old St. Petersburg flag too?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God. Like there's like a pelican. Oh my God. Hold on.
The stealth bomber is also green in the Pride Tampa flag, actually.
Hold on. It's just like let me see if I can get it. Yeah, the St. Petersburg flag, it's just like a bunch of colors with like the outline of a pelican. It's just that's it.
Oh, that's good. I actually kind of like that.
Yeah, it was that's perfect. The stealth bomber is that is an incredible.
That pride flag is so much.
It's so much. It is too much.
So
it is doing so much. But there.
God.
Oh, I wanted to say like the House Divided men's lacrosse versus Johns Hopkins and Ohio State. Ohio State won 14-10. So Ohio State won that one. But
if I may, can I make an honorable mention to another truly awful city flag that I secretly love?
Yes.
Brigit, are you familiar with the flag of Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
Oh my God.
Oh, I am.
It's so good.
It is
so good.
I wish I had more picks because there are so many more.
I love it.
Well, and I like that the big giant gear kind of secretly looks like a Ferris wheel.
Oh, it super does.
The graphic for this draft is going to be the most wild shit you've ever seen.
I mean, like, I wonder what we could say. I was trying to I was wishing I could find like some fictional flags, like throw in something from like
Lord of the Rings,
like a show or something.
Oh, the banner of Rohan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's so many like YouTube videos just like really bad flags, and I was like, I can't watch all of you right now.
Or the classic 99 PI of Roman Mars talking about flag design.
Yeah, there's
roasting
so
the flag
many,
of Pocatello.
There's so many flags. It is so ridiculous. It's like the world's weirdest flags, part 10. I'm like, what? There's one flag where it looks like a dude with a hat, but he's like a turkey, and I'm like, I can't watch this, but I want to. Then there's like a beaver eating stew out of a pot. I'm like, I can't watch this right now. I want to know what's going on in this flag, but I'm not able to watch this video right now. I want to watch it, but I can't. Please
okay,
tell me what
folks.
it is.
Well,
That's
hang
what we
on.
got. Go ahead.
Hang on. I just think we should bring it back to popes.
Mhm.
We got
Yeah,
a Pope flag?
Pope
No.
flag?
We got the Vatican City flag?
I just
okay.
think we can just tie it all together, you know?
Gotta bring it back to Popes and tie it all together. Oh, he's vaping over here.
Oh God.
Oh, hit the vape Pope. That's, I mean, totally. Gotta do
Hit
it.
that beautiful puff. There we go.
Yes, the beautiful Pope puff.
Folks, that's all we
Pope,
got for
Pope
tonight.
pass?